Welcome to the Buzz Brew House. This is Meredith, and I'm here with Allison Foraker from Yoga Den. So, Allison,
Yes.
tell me, everyone has heard about yoga, but kind of break it down for me a little bit. Just why should somebody do yoga?
It makes you feel so amazing on every level, like your physical body, if you've got any, past injuries or just feeling compressed or just any kind of pain management, or even if you have a sport that you love and certain muscle groups are run a little bit tight, it just whatever it is physically, it's going to help to balance you out and just make you feel open and spacious. And then mentally, it just really helps you to calm and relax your mind, and
Get
emotionally,
centered.
yeah, it helps you to stay a little more grounded. So it's kind of like whatever it is that you need, you can find it on the mat.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
We should, kind of trademark that
Should be on a
phrase.
t-shirt.
Yeah, it should be. So tell me about Yoga Den in particular. Do you guys have more than one location?
We do. We have 4 locations. We have one in Mandarin, Fleming Island. We have one in the town center, and that's inside of Black Creek Outfitters up on the second story.
Oh,
it's like a loft
nice.
space. Yeah, it's really cool.
So you can get your yoga gear and then go to class.
Exactly. And then
Cool.
Avondale on St. John's Avenue. So,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome. So as far as yoga studios go, kind of tell me what makes Yoga Den special.
I think one of the things that, at least that I hear a lot from our students, is they all say that they feel really welcome, and our philosophy is no judgment, no expectation. We really believe that yoga is something that's very individual and unique as far as the postures go. So we're post-traditional in our alignment cues. We encourage people just to listen to their own bodies and find space. We use lots of permission language. Feel free to rest, feel free to bag it if it doesn't feel good to you. And so the hope is that everybody feels, successful, like, what, I can do this. This is a practice that I can follow.
You don't have to be an expert at yoga to come take a class.
Not at all. We have all different levels. We have from the very basics, which is like a workshop where it teaches you, okay, this is warrior 1, and how does it feel here? How does it feel there? To kind of all levels, like just come in and stretch and relax. And then for people that kind of want to get their sweat on and have more of an athletic experience, we have those types of classes too. Yeah.
Okay. And so, as far as if somebody wanted to get more into yoga, maybe go to the next level, become an expert, or even maybe learn how to teach yoga, do you guys offer that?
We do. We offer certification at both the 200 and 300-hour level. So the 200-hour level is kind of like if you were to go off to college and get your bachelor's degree. It's where you learn kind of the basics. And then the 300-hour is where you can dig a little bit deeper into whatever it is that interests you. You learn different styles and traditions, and maybe study meditation a little bit more. It's kind of like your master's degree. But so we kind of cover all the bases for education, and we are accredited through the Yoga Alliance as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so burning question.
Yes.
What's your favorite pose?
Oh gosh.
If you had to choose, there's so many.
And then more because we just make them up. I can get really lost in triangle. Something about triangle, I really love it. And you get a hamstring stretch. It's great for your hips. If I was down on the floor, I could probably really hang out for a while in half pigeon. That's a good one. There's so many. I love Shavasana. A lot of people say they're just coming for Shavasana. So
I love the child's pose.
yeah, that's a good one.
That's very like relaxing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then at the end, I used to fall asleep at the end of my yoga sessions.
Yeah, it's not hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, tell me about your locations. Obviously you're kind of trying to be kind of a relaxing environment, but I mean, do you guys have any special vibe, or what can somebody expect when they come in?
Yeah, they're all a little bit different, the studios. Just kind of they pull energetically for what's around them. Our Mandarin studio, which is kind of like, we teasingly call it kind of like the mothership. It's been there the longest. We're coming up on our 15th year, and that's also our training center. So it's quite a large space. We have a really big studio for events if we want to bring people in or do fundraisers. And then we also have a training studio, and we have space for the trainees. We have like a kitchen area and just, places where they can spread out. And then, the Fleming Island studio, the thing that's so cool about that is there's a really unique mural painted on the walls that an artist came in and it's just amazing. It's one of the most beautiful murals I've ever seen. So that's really got a special vibe. And then Black Creek is so cool because it's in that store and it's just got that earthy wood vibe. And then Avondale, a lot of it has to do with the location, St. John's Avenue, but the studio itself is just so cute. It's got such a great vibe, and the community in Avondale is actually it's our newest studio, but they've got a really seasoned yoga community. So we just kind of feel fortunate we were able to settle right in.
Got right in there.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, how did you get started with yoga?
Oh man, well, terrible to say, but I saw Madonna on Oprah so long ago, and she started doing
Blame
yoga, and she looked
Madonna.
awesome. And I was like, and that's how I first heard of it. And then, somebody that I knew, one of my college roommates actually said, hey, let's go do some yoga here in Jacksonville. And so I went and tried it, and I thought it was awesome. And I was doing a lot of running at the time, and I was injured in several ways. And I just started to notice the more I practiced, those injuries they dissolved, and I was setting PRs in my races, and I was very much in my ego, and I just wanted to win. And so that kind of got me into it. But then the more I was on the mat, the more I realized, it's not about that, and it's not, you learn that the physical part is really just kind of a bonus. What you really get is something that has a lot more depth and longevity as far as feeling whole. And so
it's that whole mind, body, spirit.
It really is very holistic, and that word, I used to snicker at that.
Yeah,
But it really is true. When we're firing on all cylinders, it's just one of those really good days, So the more we can, tap into that place where everything's just kind of gelling, bodily systems, state of mind, everything, we can really just tell the difference.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So what would you say, what's the one thing you would say if somebody's never tried yoga, maybe just didn't know much about it or was intimidated or whatever? I mean, what would you say to them? What should they do?
I say try it and keep trying it until you find the right class, because it's kind of, I tell people, I'm like, there are different styles, there are different instructors, different, personalities, really, like, we've had thousands of people come through our training school. They've been taught the same thing, but they come out and they teach their own unique special way. And so it's kind of like finding the right hairstylist in a way, right?
Very
like, you don't give up on having your hair done. You just go until you find the right you know? And so that's the thing about yoga, just keep trying it, because you eventually will find, if not your very first time on the mat, something that just feels right and something that calls you back because you want to experience that again. And, don't be worried about your level of flexibility. Don't be worried if you feel like you don't have the strength. I mean, that's why people come. They come to stretch out. They come to get stronger. So there is no, bar that you have to reach to get started. You just come as you are, and that's the place to begin.
Yeah, and then you can progress from there.
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And signing off from the Buzz Brew House. We'll see you next time.